Okay guys, so this time we poured another 10 square meters of concrete covering the full driveway and the area of the veranda at the back. Here's a few images of the driveway before. I first leveled the ramp leading up to the driveway, getting a suitable angle set. Then the team went through matching the driveway level so that to that of the house before doing the pour. As you can see here, before it was just pretty ramshackle and we needed this area to be cleaned up and usable a lot better than it is, as you see in the pictures. So in came the concrete and we got pouring. So this is the finished product, and I'll just do a little bit of a walk around of the house that we're at this stage so you can get an idea. There the steel posts hiding under the render. So that's all nicely finished. The render is pretty well dry. We're getting there slowly. We'll just walk around the front here. And again, the doors you can see are in now. They look beautiful. The render is dry, nice and flat. And a little bit dark in there. Here we go. So you can see the floor tiles inside, and you can see the small room that we spoke about at the end of the last video. All the inside walls are rendered, the tiles going all the way down to the back, and it's coming along slowly. So as you can see above us, we have installed a suspended ceiling, and that's all the way through, and it's in a peak form. I didn't want a flat roof, I wanted the airspace, so we got a few sort of concerns about that. But I stuck to my guns and I wanted the more air inside, so it wasn't feeling claustrophobic. So we still have another stage to go with that. And if we pop outside here, a beautiful day here in Thailand, guys. Love it. This is the outside front veranda which the guys put on for us. Down here down the side you can see the renders all complete. The scaffolding from the guys who put in the suspended ceiling just yesterday. Now we'll just head around the corner here. You can see the expanse of the concrete. That's all dry. Completely changes this area. A great addition to the project. So it carries all the way out the back here, and it's dry enough for the Vigo to sit on now, so that's great. All this area is tidied up, and we can do a lot more with this now. And there's the rear section. Now it's got the covering on it, and it's all concreted underneath here as well. This is what it was like before. Pretty horrible, and it needed something to tidy it up. So this tree here had to go because we were worried it would drop branches and things on top of the rear veranda when it was put up. And there's the rear veranda. The sheeting on the roof still has to be fully addressed, but we'll get there as we move along. And now we've got a very usable area behind. So guys have come back through, at least one of the guys has come, and he has to put the gyprock sealant on all the joints and the screw heads to give us a nice, flat, consistent surface that we can then paint. I could have done this myself, but it's one job I honestly really hate. It's the plaster that's used in the gyprock sealant. It just goes everywhere, and you have to put in multiple coats too, because it's very, very fine powder. You mix it up with water, and when you put it on, it has an enormous amount of shrinkage, and you have to do it multiple times to actually come up to the surface level. So here we go, we're part the way done here. This is the small room, and yeah, one of the jobs I hate the most. So let's head out the back here. Now we've got Joke and Satu, the young lad, and they are my wife's nephew and his son. So Joke offered to do the painting. He doesn't have a full week's work at the moment in the job he's doing, so he welcomed the extra work, and obviously I agreed to pay him. Rather pay a family member to do the work than to have somebody else come in when he's in need of the work and need of the money. So family comes first in Thailand. You support your own before you support friends, before you support outsiders. That's just the way it works. Family is all important. So we've got a coat of paint on the outside walls here. There'll be a few more yet. Bare render absorbs a lot of paint, so this first coat is a primer and sealer, but it will still need multiple coats to make a good surface for the top coat to go on. And here we have Papa Bart. He's a family friend and also relative. I put in some fluorescent lights, and we've contracted him to come in and do the wiring. Best to get a local to do that, because there are a number of anomalies there that they know how to overcome. Changes in wiring coloration are very, very common in Thailand. Here's the two rear ones to light up the rear area. Once we see how they are at night, then we may need to put in more if they don't give enough coverage, but we'll start with the bare minimum to start with. Here's the switch panel. We'll have power outside near the back door and the multiple switches. This is the pit that's been dug for a septic tank for another project that's in the wind, which is an external shower block and toilet, but that's a little way down the track yet. Again, you can see the outside. Towards the end of the day, we've put on multiple coats. That'll dry overnight, and then we'll be back at it tomorrow. So the small house is taking shape quite quickly. It's changing quite quickly with every addition. Changed dramatically with the concrete driveway. Changes dramatically with the addition of a bit of colour. Here, we're on the next day, and you can see that Papa Bart has finished his electrical wiring. And here I've put a bit of filler on some of the cracks in the render around the steel uprights, which are going to happen anyway. The gyprock sealant is done and sanded on the ceiling, so that's prepared to a level that the painting can start. You can see that the outside wall here is still in render. You can see the filler I've put in, and you can see the filler they've put on the gyprock. And and our front sliding doors. So from here we're on the next day and the start of the top coat. The house is going to be painted Si Som. Som is orange in Thai. Si is colour, so colour orange. I've gone through and I ran out of masking tape. I did the insides and I did the other side of the house. But I have gone around and I hand painted all the edges around the window frames just to make myself happy that I wasn't going to end up with other people splashing a lot of paint over the nice window frames, the white frames. And it also speeds up the job for Joke, the nephew, and his son. Inside I put multiple coats on yesterday, and you can see them now. A few coats on the roof, still going to need more to get the coverage. So we've got, it's not solid colour, but the initial coat's on, which will seal it. And all of this side you can see has been done. Sure, a bit of detail along the edges, like along the concrete edge at the bottom, needs to be done. But we're getting there and it's changing, morphing as we go. We had a delivery with the cement cylinders for the septic tank. You'll see them later. Now we have a more solid colour here. We've had multiple coats now, and inside it's had a few more coats, so we're slowly getting there. You can see the ceiling is becoming more consistent in colour, which is great. It takes a lot of sealer to get to that level. The colour on the sides of the home now are consistent, and the lighting's working, which is great. Evening's coming. That's the dam, the big dam, and we've got a light on there, and that light we turn on in the evenings and it attracts the mosquitoes, so the mosquitoes come close to the light, and any that get close to the surface of the water, the fish jump up and eat. The whole intention is to feed the fish. Oh dear, so simple. Now we're heading around towards the back, and we can see this rear area as it changes. Mem's doing a bit of rubbish burning in the back there. But walk up from the road, everything's orange, all the concrete's in. The workers are still trundling along at the back. Walk past the coffee plant, coffee bush. My wife actually takes the berries from that and roasts them up and grinds them up, and we have coffee from that. Orange all the way around. Been there, done that. You can see the extension down the back is progressing. Okay guys, well that's pretty much complete. The outside is finished with the paint. The inside needs a couple more coats of top coat and that'll be complete. The ceiling's finished, we've just got to do the walls. But we've already started the new project in the rear, which is enclosing the rear section. You can just see some workmen down there in that slide for a second. But it's moving ahead well. So shortly I'll bring to you the next installment, which will be the rear enclosed area and the shower toilet block. So please subscribe. Please catch up with us in the next video, and I hope it's informative for you. I hope it helps. By all means, please put some comments down below. You may have some ideas on some of what you've seen in my videos. You may also have some ideas that you'd like more information on, and they may give me grist for the mill, some more ideas for some product and material that I can bring to you. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you later, guys. Thank you.